Hey, I'm Josh. Today we're going inside HomeGoods. I'm going to see if I can find anything that I can resell on Amazon to make a profit. That's what retail arbitrage is. So let's go inside. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'll show you what I'm buying, how much I'm paying for it, and how much money I think I can make on this stuff today. So let's go check it out. Okay, so just to be completely transparent, I've only ever been in HomeGoods maybe once or twice ever, simply because the closest HomeGoods to where I live is over 100 miles away, so I really don't have access to one. So I'm completely out of my element in this store, and if you're familiar with this channel, you know the majority of what I sell is shoes and clothes. But I don't want to just keep making the same video over and over again of the same store over and over. So I'm going to go in here and get out of my comfort zone and maybe not find anything today. If you guys source at HomeGoods, drop some tips down in the comments because I really don't know what the heck I'm doing in here. This store just opened up right near where I live and I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. Okay, so let's look down this first aisle and it looks like there's an old lady looking at some pottery down there. Check out the second aisle here. And there's an old lady looking at some pottery. Let's go to the next aisle. What's going on down here? And there's a lady looking at some pottery. And surely in this fourth aisle, what do you think we'll find? An old lady looking at some pottery. That's basically what this whole store is. Okay, so there's a bunch of mugs in this store and this one end cap here and behind it. So let's give these a look real quick. Okay, so what do we have here? All right, people, let's talk about some Ray Dunn stuff here. That's what those logo mugs with that same written font. You'll find that font all over these stores, and that's what that brand is. So we should probably look these up. All right, so we're looking at these Ray Dunn mugs right here. These are kind of fancy mugs. They got an over-the-rainbow one and a queen bee one with a queen bee on the top of it. So, okay, so you can look these up in a couple different ways. But the fastest way is probably to just do a picture search of the mug itself, and it will bring up a bunch of different listings, and you kind of have to scroll through them and find the right one based on the picture and the description. Okay, so this looks like the right one right here. Ray Dunn over the rainbow clouds topper mug. Okay, so that's it. And the sales rank is 254,000. That's not great for kitchen, but it's not crazy high. And the buy box is $28.89. That looks pretty good. So we'll click there and we're going to take a look and see who else is selling it here on Amazon. Okay, so there's a few people selling this and they're all kind of hovering around that $28.89 price, which is fine. It does have 8 reviews. That's not a ton of reviews. I wish there was a few more on there. What I'm actually going to do now is I want to look this item up on a different app. So we need to find the UPC for this product because there's no UPCs on these mugs. And there's no UPC on almost all the Ray Dunn stuff you'll see at the store, so you kind of have to look it up manually, like I just did. So we're going to the product page here on Amazon Seller app, and we're going to copy the UPC right there. And now we're going to open up an app called Profit Bandit. And we're going to punch in the UPC here, paste it in there, and we're going to search for it. Profit Bandit's an app that costs $9.99 a month. It's pretty cheap compared to some other apps out there. It does an okay job. I like it. Okay, so we want to find out if this is actually selling. There's the mug and the sales rank 200 some thousand. And here's the sales rank history chart. This will tell me if it's actually selling or not. Okay, so we're looking back several months here and you can see all these spikes and jumps. That means somebody bought it. It creeps back up. Somebody bought it and it creeps back up. So all that motion means it's selling. It's selling, it's not selling great, but it's selling pretty decent. I'd be willing to pick this up based on what I'm seeing here. And let's see how much they had it for here. Okay, it's upside down, but that says $5.99. So that's a pretty decent margin there. So we're going to go back to the Amazon Seller app here, to the main product page. And let's figure out what we could make on this. Okay, so we're going to click down there. And this will take us to the page that'll let us calculate a profit. We're going to click on Amazon Fulfill because we're going to ship it to Amazon, then Amazon's going to ship it to the customer for us for a fee. And we're typing our buy cost at $5.99. Okay, and there's the profit, $13.43, and it will cost about an additional $1 extra because we need to bubble wrap this really well and put it in its own box to ship it to Amazon so it does not break. That's a pretty good ROI on that, about 13 bucks on that. We should maybe pick these up. They got 2 of them right there. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing with this Queen Bee mug here. So we'll give it a picture search with the Amazon seller app. And let's see how much it is here. Okay, so it's also $5.99. And back on the Amazon seller app. And we need to find the right listing here because a bunch of random listings will pop up here. And the one at the top, that looks like it might be the same, but the sales rank's 1 million. Okay, so the one below that looks like the right product here. The sales rank's 321,000. It does have 28 reviews, and the buy box is $36.99. Let's see who else is selling it here. Okay, so there's quite a few people merchant fulfilling, which you will see on these higher sales rank, slower moving products. And looks like somebody has it for $40.99. It's the first Prime seller on there. But what I want to do now is I want to see if this actually sells. So we need to find the UPC for this product, which we can get off the Amazon seller app. And we can copy it from that page right there. And we'll do the same thing. We're going over to Profit Bandit and we're going to paste it in there to look this product up. We're going to hit search. Okay, it's a little slow and glitchy right now. Try that again. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so that looks about right. Okay, so based on the sales rank history chart there, this product does sell. It's not selling real quick, maybe a few times a month. But if we're getting it for $5.99, we'll just put in $6 as our buy cost. Okay, so you're looking at almost like a $15, $20 profit on this if you're willing to deal with some of this fragile stuff because it must pass a 3-foot drop test for Amazon. So we might as well scan a bunch of these since we're already over here. So we'll give this one a scan here and you can just leave them right on the shelf there. And that looks like the right one, but the sales rank is way too high. It's like 700,000 something. Scan that one right there. Okay, the sales rank looks good, but the picture doesn't match up. That one's all yellow, and the picture on here, it's kind of brown and yellow. Let's see if they have another listing for this one. I don't see it anywhere. And what's this one? Be still and no. Words to live by, I assume. Okay, there's one right there. The sales rank, that's too high, 370,000 for kitchen. That's probably not going to sell. I think we're going to pass on that one. I wonder if there's another listing anywhere. It doesn't look like it. A lot of these are sort of profitable. Like this one had a decent sales rank at 231,000, and the buy box was $19.98. So we're definitely on that mug life today. Hashtag mug life. Hashtag Gary V's face. Hashtag always be kind to other people. Okay, so I love this mug because when I first read it, I thought it just said, I woke up. And I didn't see the lettering down below that, so I was like, oh, somebody gets it. Sometimes it's just a win to get out of bed. But anyway, so we gave it a scan there, and we're gonna click on it so we can get a bigger picture here to make sure it's the same mug. Yep, that's the exact same mug. And it's got a decent sales rank. And lowest price on Amazon is $17.76. And let's see what they're selling it here for. Okay, so it's on sale for $4.99. That actually would give us a profit on this mug. So we'll click there to see exactly how much we could make on this. And we're going to click on Amazon Fulfilled. And we'll type in our buy cost there. We'll just put in $5. Okay, so that would give us about a $4.45 profit minus $1. It's just really not worth it for that. Okay, so I'm getting kind of tired of looking at really fragile glass stuff. So we're over in the food section here, and they've got a decent amount of stuff, it looks like. And I kind of want to check all this stuff out because all this stuff should have a UPC and it should be easy to look up. And there's some supplements up there we can check out. Okay, this definitely caught my eye. This McCafe limited edition classic French toast K-Cups. I've never heard of it. I scanned it. There was no listing for it, unfortunately. I did check. I typed it in manually and scanned the UPC. I thought that was going to be a winner, but it wasn't. So we're still in the food aisle. Check out these gnome cookie jars. I know gnomes were like really hot last year, so we'll give these a scan here. Nah, nothing came up. Try and do a picture search of it. Nah, nothing's coming up. Okay, so I'm looking at this tea set here, English Tea Shop, and let's see what they're selling it for. Okay, so it is $6.99 here at HomeGoods. So let's give it a scan with the Amazon seller app. Okay, so there's the buy box, $21.05, and the sales rank, it's not crazy high for grocery at $245,000. So let's click and see who else is selling it here. Okay, so there's a couple people selling it for $21.05, $21.06, $21.11, and it's creeping up from there. It is good to see quite a few sellers on a listing for something I haven't sold before. And there are some people just launched and some lower amount of reviews on there. So I imagine a lot of people are getting this at HomeGoods. It does have over 1,000 reviews, so that is good. Let's give it a scan with Profit Bandit here real quick. See how quickly it's actually selling here. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some movement on here. It's picking up a bit. I mean, with the amount of sellers on there, you definitely could pick these up. There's a lot of sellers on it. Let's give this a scan with the Keepa app. That'll tell us what this is typically selling for the past 3, 6, 12 months. Okay, so we gave it a scan and we're looking back a whole year here. These are selling for about $20 right on the nose and dropped a little bit recently. So I've got a hunch that the price on this is going to tank. But let's see what we could make on this anyway. And we'll click down there and we'll do Amazon fulfilled. And they were $6.99, so we'll punch that in as our buy cost. Okay, so we would make about $5.50 on these. And they did have a bunch of them. They had 5 or 6. I might pick up a couple of these. I've got a feeling that the price is going to tank on these though. Okay, and we do want to check the expiration date on these, and it looks like it's 3/01/2025. According to Elon Musk, we should have people on Mars by the time these expire. Okay, so here's a big old shrink wrap book called Paleo. My mom's on a paleo diet. I wonder if I should get this for her. But I'll show you an example of something that you could pick up, but you probably shouldn't. Okay, so here's the buy box. It's $61.71, and they've got it on sale here for $24.99. So that would be profitable. Now, the problem you're dealing with is the sales rank. It's 1.6 million, and that's just too high for books, in my opinion. But if we give it a scan with Profit Bandit here, we can take a look and see if it's actually selling here, if it will load the book. Okay, so you can see here, this actually has sold here a couple times, once back in March and once and twice back in April. So it is not moving very quick at all. But you could pick this up, but I would not. And if you look, you can see all the people who are selling it. They're all merchant fulfilling it for that reason, because the sales rank is just too high. But if you wanted to compete with these people on here, there's 7 or 8 sellers on here. So this might take like maybe a year to sell, but you probably could sell this and make about $30 on this. I'm not going to pick it up, but you could. Okay, so I'm over in the pet section, and I think I'm just going to scan all of these pet toys and hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, I'll find something. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can at unstoppable_Josh, where I'm probably posting really important stuff. Okay, so I'm looking at this Pet Stages Bully Chew alternative chew stick thing for dogs. We're going to give it a scan with the Amazon seller app. It's $7.99 here at HomeGoods. Okay, so that second listing is a 6-pack. Okay, so the top listing, the buy box is $26.19, and the sales rank is $73,000. That's not an amazing sales rank, but it's not too bad for pets. Okay, so there's 3 people selling it for $26.19. There's only 5 sellers on this listing. I like that. Okay, so now we want to give it a scan with Profit Bandit to see if it's actually selling here. Okay, so yeah, it's that top listing right there. Okay, so you can see this is actually selling pretty quickly on here. That's not bad. You could pick this up. So what could we make on this? So we'll go back to the main product page on the Amazon seller app. And it does have 55 reviews. That looks good. And we'll click down there. And we'll click on Amazon Fulfill, because we're going to ship it to Amazon, then Amazon's going to ship it to the customer. And it was $7.99. So we'll type that in as our buy cost. Okay, so that'd be about a $10 profit on that. We'll pick these up. They did have 2 of them. That's a good ROI. So they do have a small but decent toy section here. I didn't find anything, but potentially there could be some profit here. So if I were to describe this store to someone else, and I could only use one word to describe it, I think I would have to use the word pillows. They're just everywhere in this store. Everywhere you turn, there's pillows. They're basically on every single end cap. There's some more right there. There's more on this end cap. You know, if I turn to my left, there's pillows. If I turn left again, there's more pillows. I turn right, there's pillows. I turn right again, and there's more pillows. It's like a maze of pillows in here you can't escape. There's some things up there that look like they're trying to be pillows. There's some chair pillows right there, and I turn over here, and then there's some fancy chair pillows over here. Wow, that's cool. And we go down here, and there's some real pillows that are probably just jealous of the fancy pillows. Check it out, I'm Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. Nope, just a lunatic wearing a bath mat around his neck in the HomeGoods. Okay, what do we have here? Unicorn ball shooter? I'm just gonna put this back. I'm in this aisle with a bunch of candles down here. I've resold candles from TJ Maxx and Marshalls before in certain brands that sell pretty decent. But again, they're kind of a pain in the butt because they're glass and they're fragile and you have to package them up really well. So I might just pass. Okay, so we've got some tea sets, a couple dog bones, a bowl that looks like a watermelon, and some mugs. That's kind of a sad haul. I'm on the TJ Maxx app, and I believe I have a bunch of rewards I need to use. You get $5 back on every $100 or $200 you spend, I think. So I have $75 in TJX rewards. I don't think all the stuff in my cart will be more than that because it's kind of a sad haul. The cashier asked me if I'm a TJX rewards member. His mind is about to be blown because I don't look like someone who spends thousands of dollars at a store like HomeGoods or TJ Maxx. And the total was $70.70. All right, I just left HomeGoods. I got a few things in there, some pet stuff, a couple Ray Dunn mugs, and some tea sets. I did not get a chance to scan everything that I wanted to. They had their grand opening yesterday or today, so it was a mistake to come today. It was absolutely bonkers in there. It was like bumper carts with old ladies and young ladies, and there was like me and maybe one other dude in the whole store, but it was absolutely crazy in there. So I shouldn't have gone today. And if you source at HomeGoods, I've never really been in that store. If you source, leave some comments down below. Leave me some tips. I'm trying to learn how to source that place a little bit better. It wasn't a great day to come, but I still found a few things. And the golden rule, if you go into a store you don't really source, you've never been into before, the golden #1 rule is to scan everything. Scan the UPC, look it up manually, do a picture search of it. Try and just scan as much stuff as you can. You'll probably find a few things in there. I found a couple things, nothing crazy, so some profit in there. And I did have $75 in TJX rewards money. So all the stuff I picked up in there was absolutely free, and everything had about 100% ROI or slightly greater. So I will make easily $100 on that stuff, probably closer to about $150 since it was basically free. That's really all I got for you today. I'm Josh. That's what I did today, and I'll see you next time.